We're often asked, where is the best place to stay in Panama City Beach? This is from our rental clients and also our real estate clients. Now, Panama City Beach has essentially three parts, and each part offers a little bit something different. Today, we're going to be discussing the lay of the land, what there is to do in those areas of the beach, and we're also going to add some recommendations on where to eat, because that's important. When you stay somewhere, you definitely need to eat. So stay tuned. All right, now I just want to talk about the lay of the land real quick for anybody watching this video that has never been to Panama City Beach but is thinking about coming to visit. I just want to give a brief overview of how Panama City Beach is laid out and what to expect in the different areas. So I'm going to start with West Panama City Beach, and that a lot of people consider that to be kind of where Pier Park is located. There's a lot of newer high-rise condos directly on the beach around Pier Park. Some really great condominiums like Calypso Resort. There's 3 towers over there, and it's right over Pier Park. There's Aqua, Sterling Breeze, just a lot of good condos in that area. The further west you go, the lower the density gets. There's a lot of single family. There's Splash Resort, which is great for kids, and there's like a water, a lazy river and a big bucket that dumps over. It's a really fun place for younger children. And then the further west you go from there, it really is more single family homes and just really chill and relax. So if you're looking for lower density, further west PCB might be your cup of tea. If you're looking to enjoy Pier Park and maybe stay in a bit of a newer condo, more towards Pier Park on that west end of PCB might be what you're looking for. All right, moving on to central Panama City Beach. And in this area, we have condominiums like Edgewater Resort. They have golf. They have a lot going on at Edgewater. It's a bit of an older resort, but well loved in the area. And then you have South Thomas Drive, which is very high density. And you have some very interesting resorts out there like Lake Town Wharf, Shores of Panama, Boardwalk, and Sunbird. So those are just some condos to be thinking of. The advantage of central Panama City Beach is that you have like a resort like Lake Town where the rates may be a little lower because it's one row north of the beach, but there's tremendous amount of things to do there. 5 pools, something I'm going to get to a little later in this video. Just a lot to do. And I guess the benefit of being in central Panama City Beach is that you are in close proximity to basically everything. You could get to Pier Park easily, and then you could get to the other end of the east part of the beach pretty easily where St. Andrews Park is. There's also a lot nearby. Front Beach Road, there's a lot of attractions, micro attractions on there. You have a lot of goofy golf. You have Wonderworks, Ripley's Believe It or Not, very close by. You're in close proximity to the water park, Shipwrecked Water Park, a great place. It's probably number 6 on my list from last year and probably contends with the Sea Screamer a little bit. I was a little biased because we had such a great time on the Sea Screamer. So there's really a lot to do in central Panama City Beach, and there are some really mega resorts that are interesting that guests seem to really love. Lake Town Wharf and Shores of Panama stick out to me just because of the level of pools and the level of amenities that are over there. But the caveat to those is with the higher density, the more crowded the beaches tend to get. Pineapple Willie's is over there. There's just a lot going on. So if you're somebody that really likes to be in the heart of the action, Central PCB might be for you. Okay, last but not least, the east end of Panama City Beach. It's a little bit lower density. There's a lot of single family homes, and there are some older condos in the mix. So this is where La Villa used to be. La Villa is kind of not operating right now. And one of the newer attractions, but there used to be a place called Spinnaker, and they're very large nightclubs. East Panama City Beach is kind of the Panama City Beach where it all started in terms of the tourism and everything. So there are some older buildings, which are gems. Some are kept up with very well. There are some that need a little bit of help or, are a little bit dated, but there are some awesome newer condos out there as well. There isn't as high of an amenity profile as in terms of attractions being nearby. There are smaller eateries and some really fun places on the east end of PCB. So if you're looking to kind of relax and chill out, kind of the same methodology, like the further out you go east, the kind of more relaxed and less dense it gets. There's more mid rises, and there are a few high rises here and there, but it's typically lower density. On the north side of Thomas Drive, there's a lot of single family, so it's kind of a mixture of second homes, vacation rentals. So there's just kind of a lower profile of people. So one of my favorite places is obviously St. Andrews State Park, which is close by. You could also get to Panama City through the Hathaway Bridge, very close if you're going to stay on the east part of town. All right, the next base I'm going to cover is where to eat. So if you've never been here or you've never been to Panama City Beach, the majority of every condo that you're going to rent out has a full kitchen. So you can totally plan the majority of your meals and save some coin by eating in. Some common supermarkets that we have is, of course, Publix. They're throughout Florida. It's a solid supermarket. On the very west part of PCB, there's a really cool boutique grocer called Carousel. They have a tremendous selection of wine and a pretty cool gift shop in there. So if you're on the west end of PCB, recommend checking that out. Also on the west end of PCB, we just recently got an Aldi's that replaced a legacy Winn-Dixie on the very west part of Panama City Beach, right across from the Carillon Beach Resort. We manage a few units over there. I haven't been into the new Aldi's yet, but I'm excited to check it out. My favorite quick stop for lunch, and I'm a creature of habit, so I frequent this place a lot, so I'm going to mention it, over at Laketown Wharf. So you do have a gate at Laketown, but the commercial section of Laketown is open to the public. I don't know if everybody knows that, but there's a bunch of restaurants at Laketown. One of my favorite spots for lunch is Juan Taco. They say they're not serving cat on the menu, but the owner likes to goof around about that. But they have fantastic tacos, and I cannot stop going there. So if you're near Laketown, which is in central PCB, I would definitely highly recommend checking out Juan Taco. So Panama City Beach is definitely known for its seafood fare. So some options for like a little bit of an elevated dining experience if you wanted to do one good dinner while you're out in Panama City Beach. There's three I'm going to give to you that are highly rated. So Saltwater Grill is good. It's kind of central PCB. Captain Anderson's on the very east end of town is well known. Very high-end seafood. Definitely check that out if you're want to, taste the local fare of seafood. And then one of our favorites is Firefly, which is in the plaza. It's called Edgewater Plaza, I believe, which is north of Edgewater Resort, kind of central PCB. But they just have an interesting fine dining selection that is going to shock you for PCB. Panama City Beach is kind of known for being quaint and low key, which is cool. That's what everybody loves about it. But this place is kind of like low key. You might want to dress up. You could definitely dress up a little bit if you want to go to Firefly, but it's a great experience. Highly rated. I would highly recommend it. Good steaks, everything, seafood. Last time I was there, I had grilled elk, and it was amazing. This is Eric Layton, your favorite real estate agent on the Emerald Coast. Emerald Coast Abode is the brand. More than part-time gopher these days at What's Up Beach Vacation Rentals. If you're interested in booking a stay on the beach, take a look at the pinned comment. There's a link to our vacation rental management company's website. We have 32 listings from Panama City Beach all the way to Okaloosa Island and Fort Walton Beach and Destin and Miramar Beach, everything in between. If you're interested in the Panama City Beach to Destin real estate market, give me a shout. There's a link to book some time with me on my calendar. Let's chat. This is Eric Layton. Have a blessed day. I hope to hear from you soon.